Welcome back, beautiful souls, to the channel. I'm Chica, your conscious mentor, and today I'm going to be talking about lucid dreaming. What does that mean? What does it mean when I have dreams? What does it mean when I don't have dreams? And really just like breaking it down, the purpose of dreaming. It is something that I heavily look at when I work with people, when I work with you as well here on sharing how you can connect with your shadow work as well as connecting with your gifts. And dream work is something that ever since I was super young, I was quite connected with the dreams. And again, there's so much power. So I'm going to show you how to work with your dreams, what they mean, what to do, all the things in this video. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. Before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put notification bell so you don't miss a video. And if you feel called to go deeper into working with your dreams, working with this medicine, please don't hesitate to apply for my one-on-one down below. I also have some retreats, and my retreats do involve medicine work, medicine ceremonies, and some of the medicines I work with do help with receiving dreams, again, for people who forget dreams, but also it helps with connecting with certain parts of dreaming and, you know, communicating. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can apply to my retreats, and I have some courses down below to help you with your shadow work as well. Let's get into lucid dreaming. What does it mean? Why do we lucid dream? So lucid dreaming is beautiful, and I'm going to share some things I've learned from my mentor, from my maestros, my teachers and elders. Dreaming is a matter of us being able to communicate beyond the mind, to communicate within other realms, to telepathically communicate certain messages and lessons. And through dreaming, we can really understand themes and things in our life. So when we're going to sleep, what is happening for some of us, our energetic body is moving through different realms and communicating with, whether it is angels, guides, ancestors. That was a big thing for me when I started dreaming as a child. Whenever someone would pass away, this might resonate with some of you, I would have my grandfather come to me in a dream, and it was this white, beautiful room. But they always had something significant that he always had. And as I said, with the birds, he's here. So he would sit in this specific chair all the time, and at his home, and he had that chair, and we would just talk. And what we were going through is helping him transition through that time. So sometimes dreams can be a sign. I'm just laughing because a bird just flew right over my head. Dreams is a sign that our angels, our guides, our ancestors are wanting us to, connect and to talk to and communicate. So if you do have those gifts, noticing through your dreams, what are you communicating with? What are the themes? And it might not always be the same. It's not like me. That was just my introduction, and that's how I knew I can talk to, ancestors and other souls, retrieving souls. And why I do shamanic work is because I'm very connected. I'm a dream walker. That is a gift that I have. And what a dream walker is, when we look at lucid dreaming, is that we do dream work in our dreams. So when I go to sleep, another thing about lucid dreaming is that we feel like we're actually doing work. Like we feel like we're rested, like our humans rested, but our inner being has been up for a while. And I remember getting that a lot. I would always feel like I woke up, and it happened a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh, I'm doing a lot of work. And I would get all my friends that would message me and say, oh, Shika, I noticed that you came to me, or you came up in my mind, or whatever it is. And I wouldn't say anything, but then I would have them in my dreams and would be having conversations with them. So it's just interesting with lucid dreaming. There is a communication beyond the human. There is a communication beyond this scope. And a lot of medicines have taught me that, I think, in my journey, and they continue to teach me that, and I'm humbled for that, is that we are all in connection. When we lucid dream, we are connecting to something, to an outer aspect that comes in an inner way. It shifts our perspective of life. It shifts our perspective of situations. It shifts our perspective of our emotions. And the purpose of lucid dreaming is lessons. That's really what dreams are for. Lessons, experiences, and multidimensional perspective. That is what it is for. So I'm going to kind of go over what lucid dreams go through, and I mentioned them a little bit here, but just more a little directly. So lucid dreaming is great for telling us emotions that we are holding in our conscious being. So for example, if you've ever noticed that you had a really stressful day, and then all of a sudden you have this dream of you being really angry at someone, like your ex or your mother or someone, right? That is sometimes a manifestation that there is something angering the spirit, the inner spirit, the soul, that you are resenting and not allowing to come through. So this is a great conscious example of how our dreams can be signs. When our body whispers, it screams, it can scream in our dreams too. The second thing is it teaches us lessons. So I know, and sometimes when I do my videos, a lot of you will say, Shika, you mentioned this animal, mentioned this, because I do believe nature teaches us stuff. Without nature, we're not here. And that's why I'm so big with a lot of my teachings around working with nature, elements, the natural parts of it. And as I talk about it, I'm here in Greece, and I can hear and feel the energy of nature as I'm talking to you. The frequency it's giving me to channel that. So when we teach us lessons, here is, what do we need to learn? What does our soul spirit want to learn? So for example, if we have dreams over and over again about that ex that, you know, we do not want to think about, that we are over and we don't know why they're there, there is a new perspective that we can learn from that. Another dream can be that you will see a dream and there will be a spider, or there'll be a snake medicine around you. When that comes up, that's a sign that, you know, spider, for example, what does a spider mean spiritually? Feminine, creativity, creating the web, you know, the dark feminine as well, the shadow of the feminine, embracing that part, Kalima energy. So here it's teaching us, birds are louder, Kalima. So it teaches us the lesson of that we need to learn. So you want to kind of tune into what is that lesson. The next thing about lucid dreaming and what it means is it's a sign that your third eye is open. So I don't know about you, but when I was younger, I had a period of time where I had terror dreams. And it was because in my subconscious, I was scared of things that were happening that I saw. And I wasn't explained it. My inner child wasn't explained it. But also I went through some traumas as a child that didn't process. And in doing that, the soul and the spirit internally was fighting against its own being, fighting against this fight or flight. So usually if someone has trauma dreams for a period of time, it's usually a sign that the spirit or soul is disturbed. Or that they are feeling unsafe. So are you unsafe when you're dreaming? Are you unsafe with connecting with the unseen? Guides, angels, a lot of us have been grown in an environment where that's seen as bad, or wasn't nurtured, you know, or we're discovering it now. Or there might be some things that are bothering your spirit and you're just constantly using external factors to, you know, cover it up, like drinking and dating and, you know, being intimate with random people, whatever it is. Those are things that we do to ignore the disturbance in the inner spirit. So here it's really saying our third eye its job is for us to see things. It's another lens of life. So when we can tap into that, that is where we work with the upper chakras, right? So how is your mind feeling? Is there clarity there? When people feel anxious, depression, all those things. And this is something I want to share with you guys. A lot of you have mentioned that, you know, I don't know if YouTube is going to block, so I'm just going to say what I'm talking about here. When working with this plant, you know, it is a plant that actually blocks your third eye. And I've had a lot of you ask me, and I might do a video if you want a video on this, please put in, you know, down below and I'll let you know. But you know, a lot of you have asked me, Shika, what does this mean if I do smoke this, if I do, you know, have, and I'll just say some green nature for the name of it. So when I do have green nature, what does that mean? And I say that it actually blocks your dreams, it blocks your third eye, and everyone's always, but I feel more relaxed. Of course you feel more relaxed because it's blocking the noise of the spirit being disturbed, or the lessons, or the medicine that is there that maybe is bothering inner works. So, you know, our third eye is an opportunity for us to tap deeper into our dreams. And when it's more open and we're working with it more, I know I have the Open Your Third Eye meditation. If that's something that you have a hard time with, or you want to work with dreaming, go check out that meditation practice. It's going to be really helpful for you. But that's going to be really important for you to open that third eye. The next thing too is connecting with other dimensions and beings. So like I mentioned, talking to angels, ancestors, my grandfather, my grandmother a lot through that world. And then also connecting with, you know, goddess, you know, beautiful priestesses and God energy and divine energy. Sometimes I'll have dreams of me being a goddess with, you know, all of the different priestesses. So whether it's, you know, Kalima, Isis, Roa, like all of those beautiful Egyptian. I know my soul is definitely from the Egypt world, and it's funny, even being in Greece, it feels familiar. It feels familiar being in this lifetime. So when we tap into that dimension, we can move through lessons from past life experiences. So I remember having this dream, for example, of me being burnt to the stake. And I know why, because that actually did happen in a different lifetime, and I'm brought in this lifetime to have an experience where I don't need to, and I can be who I am, and I can share my gifts, share my healing without being penalized for it. Whether it to be a woman or a woman of a specific tribe or whatever it may be, I can do that now, you know, being that feminine being, and also being able to hold that space in through those lessons. So that's what lucid dreaming is all about. Now, what do we do when we have lucid dreaming? And this is really simple. I think a lot of people overanalyze it. I'm keeping it really simple for you. There's no extra stuff to kind of go over. What is the lesson that I'm getting from my dream? So don't focus so much on the person, focus on the lesson that you're receiving. What animal or omen is there? Is there a spider? Is there a raven? Is it an eagle? Are you shape-shifting in a different animal? What is that energy? And what I like to do is I like to look up the animal, and always remember, emotions is the next part. What is the emotion do you feel? So when you're looking up the animal, notice what emotion did you feel in the dream? Were you angry? Were you happy? Were you sad? Were you shocked? What was the emotion? Because that's going to change the meaning. So you might look up crow and say it's a sign of death, but it's also a sign of angel. It's a sign of a protector as well. So know that everything is subjective. It just depends on what is the lesson for you. So use your intuition as you read those things. You know, there's so much information online. There's so much information in this world, and it can be quite overwhelming, right? So just use the information and connect with what works best for you, okay? So that's really what to do with lucid dreaming, and I want to talk more about it because, again, I do a lot of work on lucid dreaming. If you have questions about lucid dreaming, please put them down below. I'll make a video out of it. But this is just really beginner. What is lucid dreaming? What is it all about? What do we do when we lucid dream? I can go into more practices and stuff as well, but to help you with the dreaming as well, help you with understanding your dreams. That's what I teach. That's what I do. So again, if there's any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put notification bell so you don't miss a video. I do videos weekly, and let me know again what resonated with you. If there's any dream shares you'd like to share in this video too, in the comments. And if you feel called to go deeper into your dreaming, into your medicine work, into your healing work, don't forget to apply for my one-on-ones, my medicine retreats, as well as my courses that are there. And the one I would suggest if you want to do shadow work and you want to help with your dreaming is the Conscious Shadow Rebirth course. That one's really great to do in terms of lucid dreaming and working with that. So that's the one that came up just talking to you about it. So yeah, that's basically it. Happy lucid dreaming. Know that you are connecting in such a deep divine way. And I love you all so much. See you in the next video. Bye.